guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my 2-month update for Pan That Palette. I have two little projects going on. The first one is my baby Pan That palette, which is a duo that I am working on. And the second one is my Pan as Old as Time project in collaboration with the Pantastic Ladies. It's a lot of eyeshadows that I'm dealing with this year. And I feel like the progress is moving slowly, but I'm having so much fun with these eyeshadows. I'm just having a blast working on these eyeshadows. It's not difficult at all to pull these palettes out every single day. So let's talk about the baby Pan That palette first. I had originally chosen a Lancome duo that was like a gift with purchase. There was the tiniest amount of eyeshadow in them. It was 0.02 ounces. And I thought I would be able to just go through it like that. I ended up depotting the two shadows into my former Pan That palette from 2018 because I had two empty spots and it seemed more convenient. So before I open this up, let me show you either a clip or a picture of what this looked like last month. And here is what it looks like now. So here are the two shadows from my baby Pan That palette. Let's talk about those two first. There's no major dips going on. There's no pan, obviously. I did not use this shadow at all during the month of February. I did use this one several times, but it doesn't really show. I mean, I probably used it 5 or 6 times, which isn't a whole lot. You're not gonna hit pan using something 5 or 6 times. But I did get some use out of it. The big news, which I was talking about in my empties video yesterday, is that I finished off the bronzer from my Pan That palette 2018. And so that's a big deal. Finishing anything is a big deal. It feels really good to have this done. I wish I could have done it before December 31st, 2018, but I'm glad it's done now. Interesting thing, I have a strong urge to fill this spot right here, and I don't know why. I don't know where that feeling is coming from, but I want to fill this up again with like a broken blush or a broken eyeshadow that's sitting around not getting used. And I'm not acting on that impulse, but I'm feeling that impulse, and I don't know why. Part of me is like, Paula, just use what's in here and get this palette out of here. And the other part of me is like, but I could get my eyeshadow single number down by 1 right now if I put it in here. So I'm a little conflicted. I'm gonna just do nothing for quite a while and see where this goes, because ultimately it would be good to get this palette out of my life. So filling it up is probably not a good idea, but like I said, I have a strong impulse to fill this spot. This is the only other eyeshadow I am using at this point in time, and it is what I put in my brows every single day, along with some NYX Control Freak and a little bit of eyebrow pencil. I think my brows are getting a little bit thicker with time, which is probably not the way the trend is going right now, but they seem thick. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I have been kind of working on this side of the pan to get it more shallow. I don't know if the pan actually expanded at all, but I'm using it every single day, and I actually think this might be gone by December at the rate that I'm using it, and that would be awesome to get another eyeshadow out. And yeah, this blush and these 3 shadows here are not being touched at all right now. I would love to get back to them at some point, but it's not happening today. Okay. For my main Pan That palette, from my Pan as Old as Time palette, I decided to combine a group of depotted or single eyeshadows into a magnetic palette. I'm so glad I did that. It feels great to be getting some use out of these eyeshadows. I'm gonna show you either a little video clip or a photo of what my palette looked like at this time last month. And this is what it looks like today. So the big news is that I hit pan on this Mary Kay eyeshadow. I don't remember what it's called. I think it was like Dusty Rose or something like that. And I not only hit pan, but I hit lots of pan. It looks great. I did since try to back off of that shadow just a little bit and give Soft Brown from MAC a little extra attention. I used both of these shadows for the same function, which is kind of like after I lay down my brow bone highlight, I apply these two, like either one of these two in my crease and my transition area, kind of up to where I placed my brow bone highlight. And so I'm trying to get a little bit more progress on Soft Brown. I kind of alternate between the two. One day I use this one for the same function. I am so happy to have my first pan. Obviously I have pan right here, but that was pan that was here when the project started. So that's the first pan since January of 2019. Really excited to have it. I feel like there are a couple other shadows that I could hit pan on, some of these older ones across the top. I am giving a lot of love to these shadows right here because they're also in my experiment. This blush is also in the experiment, and I use that the majority of the time. I've been using this shadow as a bronzer a ton. I'm actually not using it today, but I really like the shade that this gives on me. It's warm, but it's not orange, and I really like it. It's actually quite a beautiful bronzer. It's a little bit of a small pan to work with, but so far so good. As I kind of work off the top layer of this, it might get trickier and I'll have to figure something out, but it's fine for now. I've also been using this shadow. It's not a shadow, but this powder. It's a Mary Kay powder, and it's a matte powder, and the top half of the pan is white and the bottom half is pink. And I just use that to kind of set my under eyes. I have a slight dip going on in there. I don't think I'll hit pan next month, but I'm happy to see a dip forming. I came back to this purple shade over and over and over again since the start of this project, and I'm actually getting a dip in that one too. It's a big dip, but I'm really happy with the progress on that purple one. Today I'm using Soft Brown in my crease and this ColourPop Glass Bull on my eyelid. I like those two very much. So yeah, that's about all I have to say. I feel like as exciting as it is to have pan, there's not a whole lot to show anywhere else. I do have a goal to hit pan on another shadow in March, and it is this purple one. This was from an old Almay trio that was specifically designed for brown eyes, and I want to hit pan on it by next month. So my goal is to have pan on this one, so we'll be seeing a lot of purple again for the next month. I'm okay with that. I like the purple. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, wish me luck on that one. I'm hoping to get there. There's a good dip going on in that shadow, so I do think it's possible if I kind of zero in on that shadow for the next month. All right, guys, that is it for this update. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.